You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for our Black and White Sports. Let's talk about Brittney Griner, because it seems some cannabis protesters decided to storm the Washington Russian embassy. That's right. On Brittney Griner's behalf, it was a protest for Brittney Griner. Keep in mind, Russian officials literally just said the United States needs to keep sort of a low profile on Brittney Griner if they want this to go well for her. That it would be in the best interest of Brittney Griner for everybody in the United States to chill out, especially the Biden administration. Well, I don't know that this sort of thing helps Brittney Griner at all. And something a protester said in this, I'm like, okay, whatever. Beloved WNBA player. What? What are you talking about right now? So let's get to this. And this is from the Huffington Post. This is crazy. Protesters smoke out Russian embassy to demand Brittney Griner's release. Cannabis activists smoked weed and displayed a giant inflatable joint outside the embassy in Washington. Well, this is the most entertaining thing they've done so far for Brittney Griner. Cannabis activists smoked weed outside the Russian embassy in Washington on Thursday and demanded freedom for WNBA star Brittney Griner after a Russian appeals court upheld Griner's 9-year sentence for cannabis possession. Y'all are going to mess around. They're going to extend it. D.C. marijuana justice activists displayed a 51-foot inflatable joint with messages, "Free Griner and the Russians from Putin. Free 420 prisoners," during a, quote, smoke-out protest that began at 4:20 p.m., according to People magazine. "We feel compelled to protest the Russian Federation and President Putin, who's clearly using a American citizen as a pawn in his war against the Ukraine," Adam Engler, co-founder of D.C. Marijuana Justice, told the Washington Post. "It's time for the public to rise up and defend Brittney Griner." Really? Okay. "If we're going to fight for prisoners to be released in the United States, we need to fight for them to be released everywhere, internationally." That's all they've been doing. That's all they've been doing is trying to get Brittney Griner out. Are you kidding me? People here that have been locked up federally for that, they just recently, in nothing more than a political stunt by Biden, did he decide to let them out because the midterms are coming up. Stop it. Brittney Griner's gotten all the publicity, for crying out loud. I mean, it's been nothing but a mainstream media shill fest for 9 months. Griner, a Phoenix Mercury player, has been detained in Russia since February when the police discovered cannabis oil in her luggage. She pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 9 years imprisonment. Biden promised this week that the administration would continue efforts to free Griner and other U.S. citizens in Russia custody. Yeah, I mean, look, the mainstream media, there's people locked up over there that they hadn't even brought up. Oh, here we go. I guess this is the big J right here. The big smokeout J. Oh, that looks like Antifa flag, but all right. Oh, good grief. Not exactly a huge turnout. I'm just saying, not exactly a huge turnout. Wow.
He takes a beloved basketball player in both the United States and Russia and turns her into a drug kingpin over what? Not this.
What?
I'll put this down for a second.
No,
I want to show you what this is all about. This little tip right here on this vape pen, just the tip. That's what this is about. This little thing, this little tiny thing is not 9 years behind bars. This is not a drug kingpin, as the Russian Federation has tried to spin the story of Brittney Griner into a drug.
Once again, for the upteenth time, It doesn't matter how the United States views cannabis. It doesn't. How does Russia view it? How does Russia view it in their laws, the context of their laws? It drives me nuts. We keep saying all this stuff. It's just this. It's just that. It's just a little bit of this, except just a little bit of this can be a big deal in Russia. Again, it's not the United States. It's not. I mean, it's just crazy. This means nothing. They go out there, they protest. If it actually reaches Russia, what do? You do nothing but infuriate them. I mean, really. I mean, at this point, when do people realize they will literally not release her out of spite if it comes right down to it? In my belief, it doesn't matter the amount of uproar over here. In fact, I would venture to say that the larger the uproar, the longer they're going to keep her. I'm just saying, right? It's weird. It's weird how all of this has gone down. I continue to say, just like these activists, they're using Brittney Griner's name to boost themselves up. Politicians have been doing it since this has started. NBA players have been doing it. Not even WNBA players, because nobody gives a rat's fuck about them anyway, but NBA players. I mean, come on. Chris Paul, the Celtics, yeah, my Celtics team, we are BG, all of that crap. It's nothing more than a pawn to boost their own brands. Plain and simple. I mean, a political virtue signal is what Brittney Griner has turned into. Has it not? I mean, really. And all the while, Russian is, the White House has admitted, Russia has said it's basically not a priority. They've ignored the calls for the prisoner exchange. Not even acknowledged them. I don't know. It's crazy as hell. It's weird. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Will these marijuana activists, will they implore Putin to let Brittney Griner go? My answer would be no. That's just a guess anyway. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.